One of the things that came up in the campaign, it came up in the debates, and Donald Trump has talked about it quite a bit, are vaccines. And of course, Donald Trump is on our side on this. He's concerned about the heavy dosage of vaccines that are given at a very early age, this schedule that continues to increase and increase. He's concerned about the health effects, about autism. And we've talked about this in the past, but I want you to hear what Ralph Fusatola, the vitamin lawyer, and of course you can find him at globalhealthfreedom.org. There are a couple of petitions that are in circulation right now, and we want to talk about the process of getting this moving forward and how you can help to do this. We have an ally in the White House is on our side who will listen to this now, but what do we need to do to bring this to the public's attention, to bring this to President Trump's attention? Joining us now is Ralph Fusatola.
Hello, David. Always a pleasure.
Now, there's a couple of petitions that are out here. We've got a petition, of course, on the White House, and we've seen these types of things before. So this is more than just a protest at this point. We've now got another petition, and explain to the audience the importance of a petition at regulations.gov.
All right. Well, my colleague, Kent Eckenlively, who's a lawyer in California, has a vaccine-injured child, and I and a couple of other Patriot lawyers got together and we drafted a formal petition at regulations.gov. That's different from an internet popularity petition or even a whitehouse.gov petition. This is a little bit different. This is actually a petition that has legal standing. Most people don't realize it, but most federal regulations start as citizens' petitions through the Administrative Practices Act, the APA, and those petitions, well, the agencies get thousands of them a year, and they cherry pick it what they want to make their regulations. We're giving President Trump an opportunity to do that as well. We're giving him the legal basis to act, to do something that we think the time has come. We want a 5-year childhood vaccination moratorium. You know, since our right to sue for vaccine injuries was taken away from us by Congress in the mid-1980s, we've had hundreds of thousands of children who have been diagnosed with autism. We've had thousands of children who have died, and we've had many, many families who have been compensated, if you can call it that, for the death of their child through the Vaccine Injury Compensation Program. Why? Because our courts have said that vaccines are, and I quote, unavoidably unsafe, end quote. And if something is unavoidably unsafe, we cannot force it on our children. That's why we're demanding a 5-year childhood vaccination moratorium. And then let's see if we can find out whether vaccines are safe and effective. Federal statutes specifically require the FDA and the CDC to go through a process of approving vaccines, which we claim they have failed to do. And indeed, when you take into account the level of self-serving and self-interest on the CDC committees that recommend vaccines, begin to realize that there are tens of millions of dollars at stake, and individuals who have patents, for example, on vaccines and stand to make lots of money are allowed to vote on the CDC committee to approve those very same vaccines.
No conflict of interest there.
Or they don't have to recuse themselves. They just have to say, hey, I have an interest.
But now we have a legal process that you're pointing out of starting a petition at regulations.gov, and let's show people where they can go to make a comment on this petition. So let's show the screen that they're going to land at regulations.gov. There you go. And you type that in, and then you're going to get to the point where you can comment on this. It's very important to comment on this. Again, this is not an internet petition. This is not even a protest petition to the White House. This is the beginning of a legal process. And as Dr. Fusatola pointed out, this will be the means by which we can start the legal process. We can aid President Trump in something that I believe he understands and he wants to see something done about. Go ahead.
To begin the legal process, to have standing to sue, this is called exhausting your administrative remedies. We've set up a special page, an FAQ page, to give people information on this. You can go to that page and you'll have a link directly to the correct spot on regulations.gov. And that page is tinyurl.com/vaccine moratorium. And it'll get you to the right spot, the right instructions. We need not just thousands, not just hundreds of thousands, but we need millions of people to do this. And I know InfoWars is the one place where we can reach those millions of people. We need you to act now. The future of our children literally depend on it.
Absolutely. And let's understand that we've got somebody on the other side who is a sympathetic ear. As we've reported here at InfoWars, we had Trump oppose vaccines. He warned of autism. And this is back in June of 2012. So he understands that. We've even had rumors, haven't we, Ralph, about Robert Kennedy Jr., who is very much aware of this problem. We've had rumors that he would be appointed to a vaccine committee.
We've been in touch through some other members of our little lawyers committee with Kennedy, and we think that he's moving forward in a very good way. We have no other people who are doing the same. There is a growing vaccine choice movement, and we're saying to that vaccine freedom of choice movement, that informed consent movement, that we have to go a step further. It's not enough to say we want freedom to choose. We need to protect the children, and that means we need a moratorium for at least 5 years, it should be forever, on childhood vaccination. They must do the proper studies that have never been done. And until they do that, they are literally murdering children. Must stop.
I agree with you, absolutely. So we're going to put the notes on how to get there and sign that petition. People are always saying, you guys are always complaining about stuff, but you don't ever have a plan for a course of action. This is a plan for course of action. Public pressure on the FDA to do the right thing. And again, we have with the president somebody who is sympathetic to the cause, somebody who has seen how this happens, and you can leave your comment. Let's build this momentum that we have here. Let's take advantage of this. We're so close, and we have the best opportunity we've ever had to have health freedom in this area. Thank you for joining us, Ralph Fusatola, and you can find him at globalhealthfreedom.org. And I want to reiterate, this is something you can do to save your children, to have health choices. That's it for tonight's news. Thank you for joining us.